All right, dear diary, what a day and a half I've had. Yesterday I filmed 2 long form episodes with my friend Nav. These are like far more in depth than what I do here, whereas this is a reflection of my day. The long form episodes dive into way more about us, our career. We talked about the Northbound Videographer conference that happened. After doing that, he and I had to go through all our gear because he's sending myself and a few other guys to Edmonton for a wedding while he goes to Toronto. So he gave me like 4 different cameras. We had to talk about lenses, filters, cards, stands. Like it was just a ton of stuff and it took way more time than I had thought. And I wanted to get out early from his place because I live pretty far and traffic. I wanted to avoid the traffic, but God dang, I got stuck in the traffic and it sucked my soul. You feel me, right? You're in traffic. You're just like, man, maybe you're in traffic right now, listening to me, entertaining you. That's a meta moment. The nice thing is that I got to stop and see my wife and daughter. They stopped to get some fast food. So I just jumped in, surprised my daughter. That was always cute. Or it's always cute to like get those like hugs. And it's like, oh, daddy. It's like, oh man, like, okay, traffic sucks, but this is wonderful. But then I had to get out and do a meeting. I had a proposal review call with a couple that I'm really hoping to book. They're looking at between $5,800 to $6,800 for a wedding package. And the proposal review is a second call where I walk them through my package to hopefully book them and walk them through. But they shared that they're still shopping around. That's pretty fair. But I'm still going to send out a contract and put a soft hold on the date. This is a technique that I learned that if you put a soft hold, you're like, I'm going to give you first right of refusal. Don't worry, I have your back. Then they're going to be more inclined to keep in touch, to want to reciprocate and give back because you're giving something to them. Well, let's hope we close and we make some money. Today, did some re-edits for a couple of mine. It's funny that I'm talking to the dad. If you've been listening to the first few episodes, then you know that I've been working on this like 11 or 12 hour edit. And the funny thing about this dad is that he wants to have his own version for his family where the groom's events are the only things that are there. So we remove all the bride side. Maybe not like how I would do things, but whatever. I'm doing it for the client. And I couldn't accomplish all of his notes, but I did my best. And that's a part of the job. Now I either can explain what we did and what we didn't or not. I probably will because these clients tend to ask questions and want proof. Now, I have a funny story. So today I just got off a call with a client, a commercial client, and this is what inspired me to get on and talk. She was sharing about her new company and she has this like incredible mission to help women. And it totally like inspired me because I got into videography to have a positive impact. And when I hear about these kind of projects, I'm like all in. I want to learn more. And she's sending me inspo and the inspiration's like high budget, highly inspirational, looks great. It's the first time that she's doing this, but she wants to get going, move, go right away. And I was like a little concerned, but I finally got around to the question of what's your budget? And we had talked a lot about like how she wants a 60-second video. She wants it to be like really inspirational, show a bunch of women doing different things, athletes. And she's like, well, the budget's like $2,000. I'm like, oh, like, how'd you come up with that? Well, I kind of just thought about it and it sounds like that's a good budget. Bless her heart. So now I'm in this juncture. Do I say no? Because a $2,000 job is pretty much just me doing it. I actually just recommended stock footage to her. Do I just do it myself and make $2,000, $2,500? Or do I say no and pass it off to someone who can do it for a lower budget? But here's the thing. I have a bottom line. So instead of saying no, I'm going to attempt to do this fiscally responsibly and put assets or put the resources to stock footage and either her voiceover or potentially AI voiceover. So I told her up front, I'm like, it's going to be hard to film actual athletes. And she was like, oh, I was thinking about getting these people to do certain things. And I said, that can be challenging if they're not professional talent. We're going to eat up a whole bunch of budget. So instead of saying no, I pitched certain options, which in my experience, I am prepared to provide different options that will have various impact on the budget. So that was just kind of funny. It kind of sucks. You know, it would have been nice if we had like 5K, but who knows? We're going to have to do something different. Plus it's a meaningful project. Hopefully I can make it work. Lord knows I need the money. Later today, I'm going to film an engagement session. I don't really do this with couples. This couple's coming from Winnipeg. They're getting married in Winnipeg, but they hired a photographer and I to film them because they want the BC vibe. I'm not even editing. I'm just going to send out the footage to the videographer who hit me up and he was like, hey, I don't usually do this. Like, can you film in these settings? Yada, yada. That's kind of funny. And I charged $1,000 for that. So $1,000 for a 2-hour photo session or whatever session. And I'm not even editing. Saying that, it kind of puts that in perspective. Like, am I going to do all this other work for the commercial client because I need money? $2,000? Oh man, I don't know what I'm going to do. I might have just talked myself out of it. I'm going to have some food for thought on that with myself, but you got to see me talk myself into and out of, maybe back into a project. Anyways, thanks for listening. If you are driving, I hope your drive is good. I'm going to leave it there.